Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you right now will shake the foundations of the NFL as we know it. Just when you thought the offseason couldn't get any more explosive, a secret so explosive, so shocking, is bubbling just beneath the surface. It's about to blow the entire league wide open. I have sources I trust, sources I can't name, but believe me when I say this. What I'm about to reveal is real, it's happening right now, and the magnitude of this move will send shockwaves through every franchise, every agent, every fan base. What you're about to hear could be the biggest blockbuster trade rumor of the year, maybe of the last decade. And it's happening behind closed doors, in secret, with details so explosive that you'll be left breathless. Think about it, a player so elite, so indispensable, that his name alone carries a seismic impact across the league. An all-pro safety, a game-changer on every snap, whose presence can alter a team's entire defensive identity. He's a star, a leader, someone who has proven time and again that he's unstoppable in coverage, relentless against the run, and clutch when it matters most. Yet, and here's the crazy part, his future hangs in the balance, caught in a web of negotiations, power plays, and covert meetings that only a select few are aware of. My sources just confirmed something huge. Something that's being kept under tight wraps, but which could come out any moment now. We're talking about a player whose departure would shake up the league and reshape the playoff hunt for years to come. No, I won't name him yet. That's part of the game, but I can tell you this. Whoever it is, the buzz in league circles is that this team is racing against the clock to make a historic move. And it's not just about adding a star. It's about rewriting the entire blueprint of how we see top-tier safeties in this league. In the next few minutes, I'm going to peel back the curtain, take you behind the scenes into the secret meetings, the whispered negotiations, and the covert plans that could bring this superstar, yes, a superstar, to a franchise currently desperate for a new identity, a new era. The front offices are scrambling, phones ringing off the hook, and whispers of a deal so big that rivals are already trying to block it, trying to steal away what might be the league's most coveted player. This isn't just a rumor. It's a collision course in motion, a carefully crafted high-stakes chess game where the prize could be a corner of the NFL's future. And believe me, everything we know so far is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a secret, a truth so big that once revealed, it will change everything you thought you knew about the NFL's most explosive offseason story. Now, I need you to pay close attention because what's coming next is even more shocking. But before I do me a favor. If you want to be the first to know the real truth, if you're tired of the rumors, the leaks, the half-truths, then smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and activate that bell. Why? Because the next 48 hours could be the most crucial in NFL history, and you don't want to miss what's coming. This isn't just a story, this is the story, and only those in the know will truly understand the magnitude of what's unfolding right now. Let's set the scene. The New York Giants, fresh from a disastrous 4-13 season, are at a crossroads. After firing Brian Daboll in November, the man who led them to the playoffs just 2 years ago, the franchise is desperate to rebuild. They've been searching for a cornerstone, a game-changer, someone who can instantly elevate a roster starved for leadership and elite talent. The Giants' front office, led by a new coaching hire fresh from a Super Bowl-winning regime, has been working tirelessly behind the scenes. They've held secret meetings in private jets, encrypted phone calls at midnight, and discreet visits to top college programs and NFL veterans. And then they found HIM, that superstar. The one player that everyone's been whispering about. The player who could transform their entire defense and finally give Daniel Jones the weaponry he needs to take this team to the next level. But here's the kicker. What if I told you that this move isn't just about a player's desire or a team's desperation? No, this is about power, influence, and league-wide strategy. Because the league's biggest executives, the owners with deep pockets, the agent superpowers, all see this player as the key piece to dominate the NFL landscape in the coming years. And now, here's where it gets wild. I'm talking about Amani Hooker. That's right. The Tennessee Titans' superstar safety, a player whose name has become synonymous with elite coverage, clutch plays, and game-changing moments, could soon be a New York Giant. And believe me when I say this isn't just a casual rumor. It's not a whisper on some shady message board. This is a full-blown, high-stakes, league-wide intrigue that's hitting fever pitch as I speak. Now you want specifics. You want proof. I've got all the details. Let's dive deep into who Amani Hooker is, what he's accomplished, and why this could be the biggest move of the offseason. Amani Hooker, a name that rings out as one of the league's most versatile and impactful safeties. Since being drafted in 2019, a fourth-round steal out of Iowa, he's quietly built a reputation as a true defensive maestro. In 2024, he set a career high with 5 interceptions, a number that only the elite safeties boast, guys like Minkah Fitzpatrick or Kevin Byard. His ball skills? Out of this world. In 2024 alone, he had 9 pass breakups, showcasing his coverage ability on every down. And let's not forget his tackling, over 80 stops in 2025, making him a leader in the Titans' secondary. But it's not just stats that make him special. No, his style of play is what has NFL insiders whispering. He's a hybrid, part coverage specialist, part enforcer, with the speed of a corner and the instinct of a linebacker. His ability to read plays, jump routes, and cover tight ends and running backs alike makes him a nightmare for offenses. The Titans rely on him heavily. He plays over 86% of defensive snaps in 2025, a testament to his value. His contract, a 3-year, $40.5 million extension signed last September, a deal that makes him one of the highest-paid safeties in the league right now. Fully guaranteed, nearly $25 million in guarantees. This deal isn't just about money, it's a statement. Amani Hooker is a top-tier player, and his market value, based on performance, puts him right at the epicenter of NFL's safety hierarchy. And here's what makes this even more explosive. Sources within league circles are saying that the Giants' front office has been eyeing him for MONTHS. They see him as the missing piece to solidify their secondary, to give that defense an identity that can finally be feared again. Meanwhile, the Titans, they're listening. They know his value, and rumors are swirling that they're willing to listen to trades, especially if the right offer comes along. The question is, who's behind this? Who's orchestrating the move? I've got insider quotes that validate the league's most respected agents and GMs are working behind the scenes to push this deal forward. Some rival teams are trying to block it, offering counter deals, sweeteners, and assurances to keep Hooker, but the Giants are relentless. They see this as a franchise-altering move, and I've heard whispers of jaw-dropping bonuses, incentive clauses, and even potential trade packages that could include future picks, young stars, and perhaps even some of their rising defensive prospects. What's truly insane is the league's reaction to all this. NFL authority figures I've consulted say that this move could set a precedent. It could reshape how safeties are valued, how trades are conducted, and which teams are willing to push the envelope for immediate dominance. Imagine the Giants with this one signing, vaulting into the elite tier of NFC contenders. Imagine the Titans, potentially losing one of their cornerstone players, but gaining a haul of assets that could rebuild their roster for years to come. And the Giants' head coach, John Harbaugh, recently hired in a shock move, is already reportedly excited. He's known for his defensive ingenuity, and with Hooker playing alongside emerging stars like Deont Banks and Dexter Lawrence, the defense is about to become a nightmare for offenses across the NFC. The Giants' front office, led by GM Joe Scone, is working like a chess master, signing off on every detail, orchestrating this maneuver at the highest level. Now let's get into the real nuts and bolts of this potential blockbuster. The numbers, the logistics, the future projections. Because once this deal hits the table, the NFL landscape will never be the same again. Financially, it's a game changer. Amani Hooker's $13.5 million per year salary hits the Giants' cap in the right spot, allowing them to invest in other key areas like offensive line help, edge rushers, and maybe even splashy offensive weapons. This move would mean some tough cuts, veterans on the bubble, maybe even some cap-rich players who aren't fitting into the new scheme. But the reward? A player of Hooker's caliber instantly upgrades the entire defense, providing leadership, intelligence, and unmatched playmaking ability. Schematically, he's a perfect fit. In Harbaugh's aggressive hybrid defense, Hooker would thrive as the deep safety, roaming the field, making plays on both the run and pass. His versatility would allow the Giants to switch coverages at a moment's notice, confuse offenses, and force turnovers. Considering his full proficiency in coverage and run support, he's the kind of player who could elevate the Giants' defense from middling to elite, perhaps even a top 5 unit in 2026. And what about the next season? Expect an immediate jump in stats. More interceptions, more tackles, bigger impact plays that could make him a Pro Bowl fixture once again. His presence would immediately instill confidence in the secondary, and with the Giants' young core around him, he'd be the veteran voice guiding the future of their defense. In the grand scheme of NFL history, few trades match the explosiveness of this potential move. We're talking about a player whose value is rising every year. A guy with a resume that includes multiple 80-plus tackle seasons, game-sealing interceptions, and a reputation as one of the smartest safeties in the league. This isn't just about adding a good player. This is about rewriting the blueprint of what a safety can be in today's NFL. And I haven't even touched the real power brokers involved. League insiders are whispering that this isn't just a GM or a coach decision. High-level owners are involved, seeing this as an investment in their franchise's future dominance. The league's top decision-makers are watching, waiting for the right moment to push this deal over the line. The NFL's high-stakes game just hit DEFCON 1, and the players on both sides are preparing for what could be the most shocking trade of the decade. Now, I want you to understand this. The next 48 hours will be critical. This deal could fall apart at any moment, or it could be announced with a flash that nobody saw coming. The NFL world is on the edge of its seat, and I promise, once all the pieces are in place, you'll see that this isn't just a rumor. It's history in the making. The league's future is about to be forever changed, and the star behind that change is a player whose name will be etched in the annals of greatness. So stay tuned, stay alert. Because what's coming next is the kind of story they'll be talking about for decades. And you, my friend, are right at the center of it. Remember this moment. Because when the clock strikes 0, everything you think you know about the NFL will be turned upside down. The biggest move of 2026 is just around the corner, and it's going to be legendary. Don't blink. Don't look away. Because what I'm about to reveal next will blow your mind.